The Lincoln boys wrestle across the rest of the room. And when I say Lincoln boys, I don't just mean the children. Abraham was an avid wrestler who to this day has an honorary place in the U.S. Wrestling Hall of Fame. Speaking of Abraham and his boys, I want to talk about an original artifact in this room. The wooden box with the eye holes on it. That is called a stereoscope, and it's a toy Abraham bought his boys. You play with it by taking one of those picture cards in front of the box, and when you put it into the top and look through the eye holes, it looks like a 3D image. So it's basically the great-great-great-grandparent of a VR headset today. And it costs like one as well. It is one of the two most expensive items Abraham Lincoln ever brought into this home, costing about $18 to $25 at the time, which when you compare it to a house being $1,500, or you compare it to the second floor being $1,300, it gives you a little bit of context for how much that little $18 to $25 actually was. The other bit of context I want to give you is that the price from the factory for a high quality kitchen stove at the time was about $15. So from that you might come to the conclusion that Abraham maybe, just maybe, liked to spoil his children a little. And indeed, he was known for saying that he wanted to raise his children free, happy, and unrestrained by parental tyranny, which in practice meant letting the kids run amok and do whatever they so pleased as long as no one was getting hurt. Now, two-legged members of the family are the only ones I've mentioned so far, but they're not the only ones you'd find in this room, so I want to ask you guys a question. Are you more cat people, dog people, or both?
Dog.
A
dog and cat. Okay.
I'd say Abraham was both or even all. He had a dog and some cats while he lived here in this home. The dog's name was Fido, and he was a yellow lab mix, the first presidential pet to ever be photographed. Fido never went with them to the White House, though. He was a very anxious dog, and they didn't think he would like the White House, what with the crowds or the rising tensions. So instead they gave him to a close family friend here in Springfield, along with a long list of rules on how to care for him, including such highlights as do not chastise Fido for muddy paws, and will feed him scraps from the dinner